the first thing you do when you do your sample, you got to chop it right in your audio phrase. Make sure everything's synced up, and trimmed right. And then you take it to your your patch. Put in your patch, and what you would do is you would let's say you had 1 bar of a phrase. Chop it 16 times. All right. Say you want that phrase to go out 2 bars. You're doing a 2-bar pattern. You got 16 chops. How I'm getting those stutters is what I'm going to show you here. It's kind of late. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm a little tired. But you go into your pattern record, your step record. Say you want to go at about, I don't know, 120. What I'm doing is I'm making sure my duration right here is all the way down to 1%. Makes it real short. And what I'm doing, hitting the pad, hitting F5 for rest. Next pad, F5 for rest. Next pad, F5 for rest. And so on. Stop and play. So that's your 16th note chop there. Now, what I would do, if I wanted it a little bit faster, I would say take that down to, let's say, 60. And I would do the same thing. I might do, let's say, 1, 2, rest, rest, 1, 2, rest, rest. I mean, there really are no rules. You just got to come up with what sounds good. You got to play with it a little bit until you see how everything lines up. You know, that's just another way, another type of pattern. Like I said, you really gotta play with it and see what you come up with. You can go down to 30, and you could do something like. Yeah, I mean, it's really just experimentation with your notes. There's a little math involved because you got to remember when you're at 120, if you go down to 60 notes, instead of 16th notes, you're 32nd note. So if you lay a 32nd note at 60 and you add a rest, well, that together equals a 16th note. So that gives you the space with your duration at 1%, and then that space right after that, before the next stutter or the next chop, is what's giving you that air in between those chops, that extra air, making it sound like the fader's popping back and forth like you were a DJ or whatever. It gives you that cool. If you got strings or horns or whatever, and you take it to a patch and you chop them up like this, you kind of get that Timberland kind of effect. I know he does. There's some VSTs that do that kind of thing. This is a way you can do it, you know, that you don't need some of that other stuff. It's kind of fun. You can come up with new stuff. Like I said, this last one I did here that I showed you, I mean, you can just easily change the patch and see what it sounds like. I mean, just playing around, you can really come up with some cool stuff. Just experiment, just having fun. Let me see, what else do I have for you here? Other than there is some math involved with that, with knowing, you know, 120 equals 16ths, 60 equals 30 seconds, you know, 30 equals 64ths, you know, 80 is your triplets, you know, 160 is a triplet, 40 is a triplet. Other than knowing that math and whatnot, just experiment with this and have fun. Let's see. Anything random in here I have left? That's basically it that I have to show you. Yeah, that's just I guess me going in between the steps there. Some are triplet steps, some are 120, some are 60, some are 30, some with no rest in between. Yeah, I guess I got nothing more to say on that, but just experiment. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'll leave that up to you. But it's definitely a cool technique to do and try. And like I said, you can get hyper edits, you can get stutter edits, slicer or DJ transformer stuff out of this, depending on how you work it. Some of your slices you might want to reverse and stick in there, so it really sounds like a DJ coming backwards on that transformer. But other than that, wax that, peace to the MV Nation, and I'm out.